Hello and welcome to Miyasaka, Japan. It'll be the United States against Canada, two great rivals, two undefeated teams. We are talking about the Women's World Cup Baseball. This is an important game for the United States. They want to keep it going. They're going to be starting Stacey Piagno, a three-time member of the Women's World Cup team. And hey, let's play ball. It's the final game of the pool play. An important game for the United States and probably the most competitive game up to date. So let's play some ball. Just bump me when we're ready to go. All right, it'll be Nicole Luchansky, second baseman for the Canadian national team, facing Stacey Piagno. And we go way back with Stacey. She's a tremendous player, three-time World Cup player, and she had a great tournament a couple years ago in Edmonton. First pitch outside on the fastball, 1-0. Well, a big win for the United States yesterday. Both teams were undefeated. And for Gil, we were surprised that Canada had so much trouble against Chinese Taipei.
Well, like I told you yesterday in the broadcast, Chinese
right.
skill set was really, really high. They just got overpowered towards the end of that game.
Walks are killing teams, and Chinese Taipei definitely a victim of that.
Oh, you cannot defend against the walk no matter who you have defensively on the field.
You can have 9 Willie Mazes out there.
And if you're walking, you can't play defense.
A threat of rain. Well, more than a threat. There was rain, and wow, did they do a great job on this field without a tarpaulin. A lot of people out there putting quick dry out there and getting rid of the puddles, kind of miraculously and so quick.
And we're ready to go. It's 90 minutes later.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Nicole Luchansky. Both teams will advance, but we're talking. This is a big game. It's a big game, and both teams have had great rivalries. This is a base hit down the left field line, and it's going to be a base hit for Luchansky. As that ball over the bag, Snyder took a dive, unable to reach it, and Luchansky will reach first. And you know, we were talking to some Canadian, fans, and they were disappointed with the team's performance against Chinese Taipei. You know they're going to play a better game against the United States.
Absolutely.
They may have been looking, ahead to the United States.
That's what I was going to suggest. It might have been a trap game when you're looking ahead and you're playing the big powerhouse.
Throw to first by Stacey, and stepping to the plate is Brady Wall, second baseman for Team Canada. Left-handed batter, Piagno going from the stretch. Fastball high and away, 1-0. The United States yesterday used pretty much their whole ball club. I don't know, maybe 18 of the 20 players played in the ball game. Marty Cementelli with the win. United States 2-0. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. But this is definitely their biggest challenge up until, in this tournament right now. Team Canada and the United States ranked 2 and 3 behind Japan over the last few years. And another throw over. Malika Underwood is the first baseman. Jenna Martin at second base. Jade at shortstop. There's a base hit into right field. Play to first is going to be called out. And I'm telling you, that was a close play, and the manager out there right now. And I don't know. What did you think, Gil? I didn't think they had her.
Well, I got a little further view than the umpire does, and I'm willing to bet that the umpire is a lot closer to the play than I am.
Sarah Hudak, who pitched the first game, one of the great young players for the United States, in right field, making that play, and hey, a heads-up play, and Team Canada very upset over that one. A big break for Stacey Piagno and the United States, with Stephanie Savoia, the catcher, batting right now. We saw her play before, so this kid can hit.
She can hit.
Curveball, over for a strike. I was talking to Stacy, and one of her big pitches, maybe an out pitch for her, is a knuckle curve. So we'll see a fastball, we'll see a knuckle curve.
A strikeout here would be nice with a runner in scoring position with one out.
The delivery and the pitch.
There's your knuckle curve.
Way off. Runner advances to third, and the United States in a little trouble here in the first inning. Jade Coutures is the shortstop. Michelle Snyder at third base. Samantha Cobb is the left fielder. Tara Harbert in center field. Sarah Hudak in right field. Nicole Willis, who caught the first game against Chinese Taipei, behind the plate.
The Japanese team just got here.
Yep.
And they're marching in the stadium now.
Japan will be playing a little bit later. They're undefeated in this tournament. Kind of expected that. Piagno steps off. And a conference with her catcher. Already Canada looks better. They had an 11-run first inning against the Netherlands in their first contest. After today, 4 teams will be competing for medal. The other 4 teams will be just competing. Both of these teams are in, but we're all talking about seedings right now. Savoy, the batter, 1-1 count. She lifts one to center field. Harbert will make the catch, the tag, and we're going to see a score by the Canadians. And they lead by a score of 1-0. 2 outs here in the first inning. Kate Posto, the batter, first baseman for the Canadians. Nobody on. 1-0 lead for Team Canada. She calls time. Strike call, fastball in the outside corner. This is an experienced pitcher on the mound. She played softball, but she's played a lot of baseball. Stacy can play shortstop, she can hit, but right now used primarily as a pitcher for Team USA. The curveball catches the inside corner for strike 2. Pitch past the catcher for a ball. Count at 1-2. We are in Miyasaka, Japan, and so far so good for the United States. And Canada just escapes a game where they were down, what, 6-1?
6-1 going into the 6th.
They're probably very, very relaxed, very relieved after that game. A big scare, Team Canada. And now they have a 1-0 lead here in the top of the first against Team Canada. And right now, I don't know, Stacey's struggling a little bit with her command.
Well, after a comeback victory like that, your confidence is really at its highest level, and you're starting to think that destiny may be on your side. So the Canadian team is really confident now.
And we look at ball 4. Stephanie looking over at the umpire and not really sure what the call was. And little control problems. Some control problems for Stacey Piagno here in the first inning for Team USA.
It's early. She'll settle down.
Remember, the United States has great depth at every position, including pitcher. As Megan Cornelson, left fielder, steps in. Piagno's thrown a lot of pitches here in the first inning. Pitch. Called a strike on the outside corner, a fastball. That ball is skipped and past catcher Nicole Willis. Runner advances to second base, and right now Piagno struggling. Stacey Piagno has played through the years, has played some travel ball with the Chicago Pioneers. Fastball back at Piagno. She can't handle it. It's going to go as an infield hit. And the Canadians have runners at first and third.
Unfortunately, it hit her glove. It looked like the shortstop was in position to make that play from behind second base. However, the deflection of the glove caused it to go in the opposite direction, giving them the hit. We're still at first and third with 2 outs.
With runners at first and third, Ashley Stevenson, third baseman, steps up to the plate. You know, over the past few World Cups, the United States have had some tough games against the Canadians. They know each other well, and that ball way outside. And command and control right now, a problem for Piagno. Ball is lifted and out of play. 1-1. 2 outs. United States down 1-0 here in the top of the first inning. This is the final game of pool play in the Women's Baseball World Cup. Pitch is called for a strike, breaking pitch. We're at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now the pitchers, I was told, are coming from the bench. I didn't see the catcher looking over, so I don't know. And what here? Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. It was that old fake to third, the first thing, and she might not have come to a complete stop. The run will score, and the Canadians take a 2-0 lead over the United States.
I have to look at the video, but from here it looked like she stepped towards third, but she didn't come all the way off of the mound.
That might be
and then
it.
when she turned back to first, that's what caused the balk.
It's the play that never works anyways, but, you know.
If she comes all the way off, or at least throws the ball, I don't think we're looking at a balk here.
Ball is lifted to short right field. Malika Underwood drops the ball. The Canadians score again. Looked like there was a communication problem between Sarah Hudek and Malika Underwood, and probably Hudek should have probably called her off.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Gary. I think she should have took control of that situation and went ahead and caught that ball.
And a tough start right here. And how long do you go with a pitcher? I mean, not her fault there, not Piagno's fault there. Like I said, the United States has a lot of depth. They're down 3-0 early on. Vanessa Riopel, the right-hander, on the mound for Team Canada, facing Tara Harbert, leadoff batter for the United States. They're down 3-0. I'm talking about Team USA. First pitch is wide and high, ball one. Tara's had a good series so far. She's scored runs, she's stolen bases. She doesn't wear batting gloves. Here's the pitch. Strike called on the outside corner, 1-1. That ball behind Harbert, and I don't know, maybe we're going to see both pitchers struggle. It's only been 3 pitches. We have seen a lot of pitchers struggle so far in this Women's 2014 World Cup. That is way outside, 3-1, and this is one leadoff hitter you don't want to walk. She's got speed. She creates havoc.
2 pitches later, she'd be standing on third. And here we go.
Shows bunt, brings it back, ball's outside, and Tara's on first base yet again.
You do not want to put the former All-American on base.
She was an All-American in softball at the University of Hawaii, played at Colorado. She loves baseball. And I think one of the reasons Tara got into world-class baseball was some of those, I think she was at a fantasy camp and became friends with Walt Weiss, former Oakland A's shortstop, and they kind of directed her towards some of the USA tryouts, and she's been on the ball club since 2008. Jenna Martson steps in now as Harbert dives back to first base safely. We talked about Jenna Martson and what she accomplished in 2010 in Venezuela, tournament MVP. Played softball and participated in college World Series play at the University of Missouri.
Yeah.
Big lead in diving back and out!
Got her.
Oh my!
Wow.
Are you kidding me? And that's not what the United States wanted to happen. I don't know. Very close play at first base, and she's out. And what can you say on that one? Great move by the Canadian right-hander. She did have a big lead, and the United States had what they wanted. And now they got to start all over again. And that curveball is going to catch the inside corner. 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. And the United States looking at a game that a situation they've never been behind so far in this tournament. So, you know, coaches have to coach right now. 2-2 to Jenna Martson, second baseman for the United States. First deficit for the United States as Martin lines one into right field for a base hit. And you're starting to look at that pickoff saying, oh my, this could have been a bigger inning. Rapoli got that ball up. Martin took advantage. Malika Underwood, the batter for the U.S. First baseman. Stands in. Rapoli from the stretch just misses outside. One on, one out for the U.S. That's way outside. Rapoli has struggled with her command. Her counterpart, Stacey Piagno, has also struggled. That's outside. Nope, they're going to call it. Well, see what happens when I start to play umpire again?
I told you, don't try to be umpire.
I know, it looked outside to me. 2-1. Right-handed batter standing in, throw to first base. He's got a decent move.
And I think U.S. needs to not be scoreboard watching. They need to go ahead and see what this pitcher's going to do. If she's going to issue walks, let's not try to get over aggressive here and let the game flow and let it come to us.
Curveball, call for a strike. Kind of a medium three-quarter delivery by Rapoli. Kind of a Dennis Eckersley wind-up for the Canadian right-hander. Sidearm pitch is fouled and out of play to the right side. And Japan's been great for the team, great for us. Very accommodating. Some of the greatest people in the world. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Malika Underwood. The pitch lifted towards right field in foul grounds, and no play out there. Count remains at 2-2. Well, coming in, I felt these two teams were very evenly matched. I think we're going to see a heck of a game. United States getting off to an inauspicious start, not the greatest start they wanted. As Martin gets back safely at first base. 3 runs for the Canadians in the first inning. USA gets their leadoff runner on, only to get picked off. That ball is popped up in the infield, and the pitcher Rapoli will get it, and an easy out for the Canadians, 2 down. Tamara Holmes batting right now. Cleanup hitter for the U.S. We need a big hit right now, don't we, Gil?
We need a big hit.
She's gonna bust one out of here right now.
And she has the ability to do
Shows
just
bunt.
that.
Martin stealing. Ball thrown over the second baseman into center field. Martin will stay at second base. And the U.S. has a runner at scoring position with their legendary cleanup hitter standing at the plate.
And she has the ability to make this a 1-run game instantly.
Tamara also bats from the left side. She's batting right-handed against the right-hand pitcher. That's called for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Coming to you from Miyazaki, Japan. Women's World Cup 2014. Team Canada against Team USA. The throw over second. Late. And Rapoli, like a lot of women's pitchers, works fast. Gets the sign. Delivers. Slider called for a strike on the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Tamara so far not getting a lot to hit here. I think she's going to come in with another breaking ball. Setting up high and outside, and that's where it goes, out of the strike zone. 2-2. Glad you've enjoyed our first couple of games here on YouTube, USA, our only coverage in the United States so far. Gil doing a great job at camera. This is kind of old school. This is kind of how it all began on television. Kind of recreating the early days of baseball on television. It's kind of cool. I feel like Red Barber. Here's the pitch. Grounder towards shortstop. Throw to first, and that can't be dug out. Martson scores, and the United States gets on the board. It's 3-1. Oh, a break there, and a long throw by the shortstop, and Tamara's showing pretty good wheels.
Excellent wheels for the 41-year-old Oh, can I say that?
Yeah.
That's bad to say a woman's age. I'm sorry.
She's a little younger than me.
Okay, well, she was rumbling up that line. Well, I guess it's not a secret. All the birth dates are online.
Sarah Hudek, who was the opening day winner here in the World Cup. She's 17, playing right field. She stands in. She's a heck of a hitter. United States, they got something going. And you got to look back at that pickoff at first base. This could have been a bigger inning.
It still can be.
You know me. I'm a woulda, coulda, shoulda
There
guy.
we go.
I know. I know. Shoulda did this. Shoulda did that. That's me. Why did we do that? That looks like a strike, and it's called a strike. 1-1, 2 outs, 3-1, and I believe we are going to see a whale of a game. These two are great rivals. They're like the Yankees and the Red Sox. Canada, USA. Throw over to first. I'm from Boston, so I know about Yankee Red Sox stuff.
That's okay. You don't. No need to apologize.
The Canadians in the U.S. have long games. Last time they met in the World Cup a couple of years ago, they had a long extra inning game. They're a great rival. This is probably the greatest women's rivalry in all of women's baseball. You know Japan is going to face either the Canadians or the United States. Sarah bounces one into right field for a base hit, and the United States has runners at first and second with 2 outs here in the first inning, down 3-1.
Now you're really looking at that pickoff.
I know. Well, Riopelle has had some, control problems. She's finding the plate now, but the United States are also finding holes. They've gotten a little fortunate, too. I mean, these balls have gotten through. That's a called strike, and this ump definitely has a wide outside corner. There's a little off the plate, called the strike to Samantha Cobb, left fielder for the United States. Samantha's been hitting well in this tournament. That ball is caught on the line by the shortstop Wall, and that's going to do it here. In the first inning, the United States get one. They trail 3-1 after 1 inning of play.
26. 5. 7.
We're back.
4, 3, 2.
Autumn Mills steps in, right fielder for Team Canada. 1 ball, no strikes. Stacey Piagno on the mound for the United States, and she gets the strike on the fastball. 1-1. The United States have not been behind in this tournament. They find themselves behind here against Team Canada, 3-1. Fastball outside, 2-1. Autumn Mills. What a beautiful first name, Gil. Autumn. Love that. You don't have autumn in California, though. You have one season, summer. Just summer all the time. That is popped towards the right side, and Nicole Willis with a diving catch. Great play. 1 down for the United States.
You know, that's not true. We do have an autumn. We have a spring, we get a fall, and we get a summer.
You have a winter?
We actually have 3 seasons in Southern California.
Center fielder Nikki Boyd steps up for the team from Canada. They're up 3-1. 1 out here in the top of the second. Piagno delivers. It's inside. Ball 1. A lot of quick dry out there in the infield. They did a great job getting this field ready after a rain delay. Grounder weakly towards second base. The throw to first is too late. And Autumn Mills with an infield single for Team Canada. Just got by Piagno, the pitcher. Martin came in. Mills with good speed. And Canada get the lead runner on. One out, so not exactly the lead runner on. Shot towards third. Snyder makes the play, and look like not sure they can hear. Yeah, they're Gil, what do you got here? It looked like the foot, Martin came off the bag a little bit, and they're definitely going to argue this one.
Well, it's a force out. It looks like they got the ball at second base.
Yeah, and there's no replay.
That ball doesn't get bobbled, however. We're at 5-4-3 double play. We just need to settle down defensively here.
That was Nicole Luchansky, the second baseman. Rounding into the fielder's choice, and it's Brady Wall, the shortstop, batting here for Team Canada. 2 outs, 1 on, here in the top of the second. It is overcast here in Miyazaki, Japan. Humid temperatures, about 80 degrees. Curveball on the inside corner, called for a strike. Canadians, of course, known for hockey, but they've got some good baseball players. One of the great ones, Larry Walker. Played for the Montreal Expos and Colorado Rockies. A lot of Canadians in Major League Baseball right now. That's outside. 1-1, 2 outs here, top of the second inning. The USA down 3-1 to Team Canada. Women's World Cup 2014. Women used aluminum bats. Slight drop off. Piagno delivers, and it catches the plate. 2-2. Little wrinkle on that one. Kind of backdoored. And Piagno's command looks a lot better here in the second inning. That is slapped towards second. Martin bobbles over to first, and that's going to do it. Jade Gartaras steps in, shortstop for the United States. Takes a high fastball, 1 ball, no strike. Jade starting her third game at shortstop. Takes a strike call, 1 ball, 1 strike. Jade from California. Got great speed on the bases. Breaking ball outside, 2-1. Jade stands towards the front of the batter's box. And a breaking ball called for a strike, 2-2. Riopel likes to throw that breaking ball. We've seen a lot of slider-type pitches. Slider, cutters. There's another one, and that's banged into left field for a base hit. And Jade continues to hit and play consistent ball for the United States. The United States gets the lead runner on here in the bottom of the second, down 3-1. Third baseman Michelle Snyder steps to the plate. Hard hitting third baseman. Jade with a substantial lead. That ball is low and away. Ball 1, 1-0. Throw to first. Jade slides in safely. Second straight inning, the United States have had the lead runner on. Snyder way ahead of the fastball, and Cortez thrown out at second base. One down. And things not going too good right here for the United States. A good throw by the catcher, Savoy.
That's what I was telling you earlier. Was with the ground being wet that way, the infield is really slow, and that slow means slow for the runners and with the ball as well.
A lot of sand out there too, kind of like running on the beach.
Yes.
Low and away.
And like I told you, that I'll play in favor to the Canadian team, who needs the game to slow down.
Yeah, you said that earlier. Advantage Canadians with the slow infield. Kind of a pool cue foul. Snyder's looking at 2 balls, 2 strikes. There's one out here in the bottom of the second. United States trailing 3-1 to Team Canada. High and in. Full count.
I mean, it's still early. It's only the second inning. The U.S. needs to settle down, be patient, and let the game come to them. I think trying to press it is getting us in a situation instead of having to run around with nobody out. We're just looking at 1 out again with nobody on.
Grounded up the middle. shortstop. Brady Wall making the play, 2 down. Catcher Nicole Willis steps to the plate. 2 outs, nobody on here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Riopel looking good right now. Looks like her command a lot better than the 1st inning. Looking at two pitches I'm seeing. Fastball and a little slider. Very consistent, works fast, and she's getting ahead. No balls, 2 strikes to the United States catcher. And a hit by pitch. Willis to first base. Not making much of an attempt, but what the heck? The United States has a runner, and we go to the leadoff hitter, Tara Harbert. Harbert walked her first time up, was picked off at first base. She's always a threat to bunt. Willis not a threat to steal. The base runner at first. Harbert takes inside, ball 1. Riopel looks in from the stretch. That's high, 2-0. Inside fastball, called for a strike. I don't know, it seems like everything moves a little bit for her. Just everything seems like a cutter or a slider. 2-1. Fastball away, 3-1. What is it about Tara Harbert? She always seems to get 3 balls on her. Always seems to work the count and seems to walk about half the time she's up. And I don't know what she's looking at. That hitter runners at first and second, and Tara does the job again. Whether she got out of the way or not, that's ball 4. That was way inside.
It looked like she kind of stepped into that one. I think that's why she waited for the umpire.
But it was ball 4. It was way inside. Jenna Martin steps in. She singled her first time up, singled to right center field, and there's a conference on the mound. Team Canada discussing things. And both teams, they got something going offensively in the 2 innings here. Japanese play tonight. I'm having more sushi and sake a little bit later. Love it over here. Aren't the girls so sweet, though, Gil? Aren't they just lovely and sweet and accommodating and like no other women in the world, you know? You know? You know? You gotta love it. I just... Women... Asian women would come to the United States. I'm telling you, they're not like this. There's no other women in the world. I love them. They're great. Martin steps in, first and second. Takes the ball. 1-0. 2 outs. We are in the booth. There's a lot of people here. It's a little bit more, you know, we're not outside, but, you know, I'm going to loosen up and, you know, I'm going to be myself. What are we going to do?
What are you going to do?
That's a fastball down Broadway. Martin takes it, 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, they don't even care. Yeah, they're not listening to me. They're having a good time. But thanks to Cooney and letting us in the booth here. It's awesome. We're here, high above courtside, as Johnny Most used to say, but we're high above field side, and it's an awesome view. And we may be, who knows when the rain's going to come again. 1 and 2 to Jenna Martin, as she strokes one into left field. And we've got bases loaded for the United States. Martin going the other way on the breaking ball, and just went with the pitch, and that's how to hit it.
Yeah, well,
there's nothing else you could have done with that one.
Well, if I'm the coach of the U.S., I'm not asking for a better scenario here. We got bases loaded, and Underwood, the captain, up to bat.
Great situation for Malaika Underwood. Bases loaded. The United States down 3-1 here in the bottom of the second inning. And what looks to be a marathon. Looks to be a great ball game between two great rivals. The pitch taken for strike one. Looks like she was taken all the way there.
With Harbor at second, a base hit here will tie the game.
She's got great speed. It's got a pretty good lead at second base. Riopel from the stretch delivers outside, called strike. 0-2. All looked off the plate, and this ump is definitely giving very generous on the outside corner. 0-2. You're going to look at another breaking ball here. Outside. By about a foot. 1-2. I don't know. Malaika could almost inch up to the plate a little bit. You know you're going to get an outside breaking pitch.
She's great opposite field here.
Doesn't go inside much. Are they going? They are going inside right here. They were set up. They were set up inside. So Canadians changing their strategy. Let's see. Where the catcher sets up inside. The pitch goes way outside, so she missed by a lot. 2-2. Malaika steps out of the box, gets back in. Big situation for the U.S. 2 outs. Bases loaded. The pitch, she gets one down the middle. It's a base hit to center field. 1 run is in. United States, and Tara Harbert scoring the 2nd run, and we are tied up on a base hit by Malaika Underwood.
Ooh, it's that blazing speed to tie that game. I got the chills. She went so fast. I got the chills as she ran by me. Now a great power hitter.
A base hit and 2 RBIs. We are tied, and kind of from the start of this game, we kind of felt this was going to be a back and forth affair, and right now, the Canadians losing their lead. The United States with 2 on, and they're still threatening here, and a fastball's taken down the middle for strike 1. Tamara Holmes, the batter. She's a firefighter. She's from Oakland, California, and she can hit the ball out of the park. That's what the United States are looking for right here. She goes the other way, foul.
She tried to put that in the opposite field there.
With 2 outs, Martin at second base. Going on contact. Underwood, the runner at first base. Great game so far between 2 great rivals. I had that Howard Cosell thing going.
You sure did.
Great rivals. Frank Gifford, the New York Giants. Howard did some baseball.
Did a little bit of baseball.
Did some baseball. He would work with Keith Jackson. 1-2. As Holmes steps out of the box. Sorry, I just can't help it.
Now we're going through our voices.
When the Red Sox lost that '78 playoff game in Bucky, well, let me finish this.
What?
That's it. I don't know. Ground ball to third. throw to second is in time, and that'll end the inning. But the United States, with 2 runs, they tie it up, and we are 3-3 after 2. Gil's favorite player, Stephanie Savoya, the catcher, standing in from the left side, facing Stacey Piagno of the United States. Glad you're enjoying our G&G broadcast of Women's World Cup Baseball. It's Team Canada, the United States, and from here on in, it's going to be tough for the United States. They're going to be in some competitive ball games against the likes of Canada and Japan and possibly Australia. That ball stroked into center field, but right at Tara Harbert, who makes the play, 1 down.
Yeah, that's a can of corn to the veteran center fielder.
She moves very well. You know, she kind of moves before the ball is hit, and that's what a great center fielder does, a la the great Jolton Joe DiMaggio. Kate Pasoda, the batter. Check that, Megan Cornelson, the batter, left fielder for Team Canada. You know what I need, Gil, is, you know, like in like at Dodger Stadium at Fenway Park and all the major league fields, the big score, you know, the big scoreboard, and they show the batter. I need that. You know what I mean? Grounded weakly to second base. Marchson makes the play. 2 quick outs, and Piagno has settled down a bit.
Well, you are a long way from Dodger Stadium, Finley, Wrigley.
Look at that.
Just reminding you.
All right, this is Cornelson. I was right the first time. That was Posota or whatever.
We'll be okay.
And now
Number
we got
7.
Cornelson, and what can I say? You know, I just destroy names. That's what I do. All right. Megan Cornelson, the batter, takes strike 1. Yikes. You know, what's the Japanese expression? Same as say. I'm sorry, right? Same as say. I'm learning words, you know, little by little. Same as say. What have you picked up anything?
I think you're saying that wrong now.
No. Same as say, like Willie May. Say, hey, kid. That's how I get it. I don't have to do it. What are we going to do tomorrow? The United States doesn't play.
I think we need a sightsee.
I don't know. We have to, you know, we got to talk to Cody about what we're going to do tomorrow. I don't know what we're going to do. We're just, you know, we're going to be waiting for Friday. So Megan Cornelson, the batter. She's number 10. She plays left field. Stacy has settled down. The United States back in this ball game. We're tied here in the top of the 3rd inning. The pitch, the breaking pitch is outside. 2-2. Stacy is a seasoned veteran. She's in her early 20s, but she's been pitching for a long time. She's had great success. 2-time World Cup, 3-time World Cup participant, and that looked like a seasoned veteran pitcher right there with the strikeout. The United States looking good as they... Left-handed batter Hudek standing in against Riopel. It's 3-3. Cobb on deck. Guterres following her. Good part of the lineup, the meat of the lineup for the United States. They're young and they're tough, and they're making a big difference here. And a big game for the United States, who get back into this one after being behind 3-0. There's a shot into right field, a great bounce for Hudek. She's going to head towards second, and we'll see if she makes the turn to third, and she will. Heads towards third, and it's a sliding triple for Sarah Hudek, the young 17-year-old from Texas. That took a mean bounce at first base into right field. Got the good part of the bat on the ball, and here comes the United States right now. Pretty good name for a baseball player, Cobb, I would say.
There's been a couple of Cobbs that played the game in the past.
Especially the great, one of the greatest players of all time. We got Ty Cobb. And in Boston, they say Con on the Cobb. Samantha taking ball one, and
Corn on the
Sarah
cob.
just got Con on the Cobb.
In California, Southern California, they just say elote.
Oh, that's beautiful. I like it. What do you put on that? In Boston, we just put some, some butter and salt.
No, we're looking at butter, mayonnaise, chili powder.
Cheese. Is there cheese?
Parmesan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
we're getting it done.
Yeah, you do a lot more seasoning. Cobb takes ball 2-1. And suddenly it's a little louder on the U.S. side. The U.S. getting back into this one. Hey, this is a great team. A great team. That's stroked into left field and caught. Sacrifice on. Hudak slides in safely, in the United States up 4-3. A sacrifice fly and an RBI for Samantha Cobb. And the U.S. feeling pretty good right now. Gutierrez steps up. 16-year-old shortstop for the United States. Gutierrez. How am I doing?
Doing great.
Am I doing okay? Did she leave early? She did not. Made a throw, made an attempt. Jade singled her first time up. She's having a whale of a series, and she is way in front of that box. I mean, she gets a little closer to the pitcher, she'll be out of the batter's box. She's way up there. Why is she doing that, Gil?
She's used to seeing about 85 miles an hour. She plays throughout the year with 19-year-old men, basically.
Also the slider, maybe catching that slider a little before.
She might be trying to take away the break.
Yeah.
Knowing that this fastball is not going to get by her.
She's up in front of the batter's box. She's also very close to the plate. That ball looked a little off, but it's called a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike to Jade. USA up 4-3 here in the bottom of the third. And that's one bouncer to the first baseman, Posada. 1 down. Check that. 2 down for the United States. Michelle Snyder batting here. 2 outs, nobody on. After a tough start for the United States, they're back in, and that ball is lined into left field for a base hit for Michelle Snyder. Snyder's 1 for 2, and she keeps the inning alive for Team USA. Nicole Wills, the USA catcher, steps to the plate. She was hit her first time up. We talked about it earlier. Team Canada down 6-1 going into the 7th inning against Chinese Taipei. That ball is lifted towards left field, and that's going to do it. They came back.
We're on.
All right, Canadians batting here in the top of the 4th inning. They find themselves down 4-3, and John Hudek has joined us in the booth. I don't know. What do you? I told you to come in. What are you doing?
Well, hey,
I don't. You know, you come in late.
I'm getting some action from down on the field.
Action? There's a lot of action here. What are you doing?
Hey, you got to get all angles.
You got Hudek's triple down the right field line. That wasn't too bad.
No,
love it. All right, John's here. You're better late than freaking never. And how you doing?
Good.
Right.
Watching a good game.
How's that sunburn doing? That ball is lifted towards center field, and nobody can get it. And, you know, that ball is right in back of shortstop, so that might have been the shortstop's ball. I think Tara Harbor did everything she could do, but that shortstop's got to, whoops. I don't know.
No, there's no whoops right there.
I think Jade's got to get
Jade
that
was
ball.
tracking on that ball, and it looked like she got called off. That's why she pulled up.
Yeah, there was definitely a miscommunication.
No, I think there was communication. It looked like Jade pulled up.
Okay, yeah. Not so good for the United States?
We'll check the replay, though.
Yeah, right. We'll see what happens. John's here. What are we doing?
Well, I think it was. I think that definitely the shortstop, I think, should have got that, but being called off, that's what she has to do. And
sometimes that ball originally looks like it's to left field. Next thing you know, it kind of drops right behind the infield, and you know, it's kind of it's like, oh, sheesh, maybe I should have had that.
That swing, but right here,
Gil's gonna.
We've had two plays like that. We had the one at first that was a situation too. But right now, all we need is ground ball.
Ground ball.
Jennifer Gilroy, the DH, steps up for Team Canada. They have the lead runner on. Great game, back and forth. Canadians looking to get themselves back in it. And this is, John, really the kind of game we kind of expected. Two good rivalries. They've been going back and forth in this one. And they've had great games in World Cup competition in the last few World Cups. So it's cool. It's cool to see a close game. I think the United States needed, and they need a game like this.
Right. And I think, they are. Canada's definitely coming out. They came out swinging. And it took us an inning or two to make some adjustments, but have come out and are swinging now. So
not bad. And a couple of pickoffs, obviously.
Right.
May have hurt them a little bit, but love the way they came back. And I think, like I said, this is going to be a great game. And the Canadians are not dead yet. Believe me, this is a long way to go in this one. 4-3.
No, I see this. The Canadians are definitely playing this game as hard as they can, and so are the Americans, and that's why these two teams are going to be battling all the way to the last out of the game. If that's 7, 8, 9, whatever it is, it's going to be.
They've been 2-3 in the world, still looking, their heads up, looking at the Japanese. But they've been two formidable teams, won a bunch of medals over the last bunch of World Cups. United States have won 2 gold medals. The Japanese have won 3. But the Japanese have won the last 3 gold medals. So the Canadian DH stepping in there. John's going to get a plug.
Well, he didn't have
Well, what happened yesterday? We didn't get. We had problems in the last inning a little bit, but I think we got most of the game, and I'm hoping you guys enjoy it on YouTube if you're interested in watching Women's World Cup play. And out at first base, a pickoff by Piagno, and once again, here comes the Canadians. My goodness, close play, and she's not happy. Not happy at all. Great move, close play, and what can you say after that call? I mean, you can't argue it. Great move by Stacey Piagno. Made it close enough to make that call. 1 out here, and a 1-2 count. And Piagno has definitely settled down after a rough first inning. Strike 3 called. Everything going the USA way. The Canadians are going, hey, we can't get a break. That was outside. I was close at first base. What are you guys doing? Top of the order, Nicole Luchansky, the second baseman for Team Canada. As they bat here in the top of the fourth, nobody on, 2 outs. Fastball called strike 1. Stacy definitely getting her command back after a rough first inning. As I say that, she just throws a pitch about a foot outside, 1-1. I jinx people. That's what I do. I don't know. There's something about me. It's the Italian or something. I jinx.
No, that's not what it is. You don't have any effect on the pitcher. You have no effect on the pitcher whatsoever.
I feel like I have special powers. Ball is grounded to the right side. Malika Underwood will underhand it to Piagno for the out. We are through 4 innings, top of the 5th. Center fielder Nikki Boyd steps up and takes a fastball right down Broadway, strike 1. 5-3, the United States leading here. They are 7-inning games here in Women's World Cup. We're at the top of the 5th. Bunt, and Piagno dives and makes the catch.
Play.
She's a great athlete. I told you she's was a position player, and she can hit the baseball, and she showed her athleticism right there. Nice play. Always great when a pitcher can field. That was her ball.
And it was, and I mean, and that was something that it was, you know what, it was one of those do or die, because if they let it drop, there wouldn't have been time to pick it up and throw to first.
Top of the order, Nicole Luchansky, second baseman up for the Canadians. I wonder how many of these girls play hockey. Our Boston Bruins, everybody loves the Boston Bruins, but the whole team's from Canada. And they play the national anthem. Yeah, but they should play Team Canada in Boston, like the whole team's from Canada.
Well, there is a girl, Heather, over there.
Oh, Heather, yeah.
She does play
Heather
hockey.
Healy.
Yes.
Heather Healy.
I was talking with their parents today, and that she does play hockey.
At a high level.
Yes.
Yeah.
And because what she has accomplished as a young girl at that level is to be noticed, where it's even more difficult where they are than we have in the United States. And she's setting a big example over there.
Tom Glavine was just inducted into the Hall of Fame. He was drafted by the Los Angeles Kings, believe it or not.
Yes.
A Boston guy out of Billerica. Really good hockey player. Chose the right sport. Grounded up the middle. Martson, too late. An infield hit for Luchansky.
That's a tough play right there. She did good to get over, stop it, and try to make the play there. You know, I think there's, and on an offhand I would have to look back, but it went back with, I think, Dave Winfield of being one of the only professional players drafted in 3 sports.
Yeah.
Football, basketball, and baseball.
Shortstop Brandy Wall steps up against Stacy Piagno. 1 out here in the top of the 5th. The runner on for Team Canada. John Carlos Stanton, who at one time was Mike Stanton when he was playing high school ball in Sherman Oaks, California, was a great football player. Had a scholarship offer from USC, played basketball and also played baseball, and now is one of the premier players in Major League Baseball, a great power hitter. You know, I'm telling you, John, I saw him play when I was out there. He wasn't the best player on the team, probably the strongest, most athletic, but I saw him in a game where he hit a home run, but he also struck out 3 times. Kelly Dugan, the first baseman, was the better hitter. Does anybody care? Probably not.
Well, hey, you know, I'm sure Kelly
It's
would like that.
Maybe Kelly Dugan's somewhere in some organization. I don't know. But he did hit, after he struck out 3 times, he hit a ball you wouldn't believe. But it was, but yeah,
Yeah, those ones that can play multiple sports are very definitely. I got the opportunity to see Bo Jackson play when he was recovering from his hip issues. And it was an experience to see a man at that level and the build that he had. He came running down third base on a ball hit.
I'm not going to stand in the way if I'm a catcher.
Well, and the catcher actually did, because I was in line in the dugout sitting and had a great view, and he dropped down to go at the catcher when he ran over Bosworth that time in the game, and I was having chills for the catcher when I was sitting over here. I'm like, that was just incredible. His work ethic was just the most incredible thing I've ever seen.
Runner going, pitch out, she's in. Luchansky stealing.
And another person, the work ethic of all those guys that played, Roger Clemens, watching his work ethics in spring training. He'd go throw an inning, and in between innings would be doing...
He was a runner.
Yes,
yeah.
Picking up, doing stuff in between during spring training. I got to see Nolan Ryan at times work out.
That ball is hit and caught by Malaika Underwood. 2 down here, and Malaika got a great jump on that. And Piagno and the U.S. getting the job done here in the top of the 5th inning. Yeah, Marty's all-star, Marty Cementelli's all-star catcher at Sherman Oaks, Little League drafted. His name was Adam Ehrlich, drafted in the 6th round by the St. Louis Cardinals. Played in some spring training games in the past year or so. A lot of great baseball players out of California, but they're all over the place. But nobody can talk California baseball like this guy over here, Gil. That ball's bounced. Just great competition, Gil. There's so many baseball players. It's a plethora and such a hotbed for baseball.
And what's a big thing with these girls here that sit and watch these guys and if they're capable to play with them. I know Sarah's played with one that was drafted this year in the 10th round by the Marlins, and we'll see what the future will be for him. But these girls get to see this. They get to play with them. They get to. As I tell her, that's what a major league thing is. I know it's a high hope for these girls to be in major leagues, but at the college level and the next levels,
nothing wrong with that.
Is what they need.
Go as high as you can.
And it is these girls.
And Gil, this Savoy, the catcher, number 6, batting here, one of your favorite players. You like her a lot.
Yeah, we got to see her in Maryland at the Women's Classic, and she is an unbelievable catcher. Great hitter. This is going to be a big at-bat right here with 2 outs, 2-run lead, runner on second, and the top of the 5th.
Nobody warming up on USA.
You have an open base here, so I'm sure that they're not going to try to give anything to her at this time. So she's going to have to hit. She's going to have to swing at a pitcher's pitch right here.
Are you hitting 3-0? I guess not. Strike. 3-1. I'm going to look at the catcher right now. I was told that the calls are coming from the dugout, and they are. She definitely got the call from the dugout. I guess it is coming from the dugout, the calls. The U.S. staff right on there. Off-speed pitch, ball 4, first and second.
Yep. And that's not a bad thing right there in that situation. I think that you could leave them in that situation there.
The United States is managed by Jonathan Pollard, Dennis Keeley, Michael Morgan, Matthew Weigel are all part of this team. Strength and conditioning coach is Kim Monsell. And we got Cody Wilkinson next to us. He's the media press officer for the USA. And there's a lot that goes into USA Baseball. They also have a bunch of other teams, young teams from 12 and under to on up, playing international competition. And you know, God bless USA Baseball, and God bless USA and the United States right now. And Stacey Piagno in a little bit of a hole right now, trying to keep this lead at 5-3, second and third for the Canadians.
Yeah, you know, at this time,
Cornelson the bat.
You know, I'm sure that we'll start. You know, she's getting up there in pitch count, possibly starting to see something.
I would have somebody warming up. I would have somebody warming up right now. I mean, she's thrown a bunch of pitches. She threw a lot of pitches in the first inning. I'd have somebody up. There's a lot of pitches on this team. I don't know.
Well, there is a lot of movement right now in the dugout.
In the dugout?
Yes, so there's a lot of movement in the dugout, and they're going to the bullpen.
Well, they're not there now.
They'll be there. They're just not running for you.
All right, we'll see.
All right, here comes number 21. Who's number 21?
Is the bullpen in the dugout?
Donna Williams will be warming up for you in a... Yes.
The pitch called a strike. 3 balls, 2 strikes, second and third for Team Canada. They're down 5-3, batting here in the top of the 5th inning. There is bullpen action. I was corrected. A lot of the bullpen action is underneath where we can't see it. We're told that Donna Williams is warming up right now for the U.S. That's ball 4. And right now, the U.S. coaching staff has got to see what if Stacey Piagno has something left in her, or if they're going to make a change. She has thrown a bunch of pitches. I don't.
Yep.
The 2-2 delivery. That's high for ball 3. 3-2.
We're back. We're outside. Donna Mills is in the pitch with bases loaded. Canadian team's going wild. Donna Williams.
What a situation right now. We kind of had to move our position. Bases loaded. And a crucial part of this ball game is bottom of the 5th inning. The Canadians are very excited on their bench. That ball is called for a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. Bases loaded. The United States holding tight to a 5-4 lead. Piagno out of the game. Williams in. And it's a typical Canada-USA battle. And here we go. I love being out here. Gil, I feel better out here.
So do I.
Ball 4, and we are tied in the United States. Right now, trying to get out of this inning. There are 2 outs. And we got a heck of a game. And we have said this before. The United States and Canada, when they get going, it's back and forth. It's like the Yankees-Red Sox.
And you cannot defend the walk.
Can't defend the walk. And Donna Williams on now in a tight situation. You know, we're not upset or anything. But thanks for that. No problem. And it was a great, it was great to be up. It kept it entertaining. Yeah.
Yeah, oh.
You know, because you're in there and it's so, like, you don't hear, and it's so stale. You know? And actually being out here for us, hearing the voices is kind of better.
You get more into it, yeah.
What do we got? Well, keep the good work. Thanks, man.
Thank you. Awesome. We'll talk.
The pitch, high and away, 2-1.
You cannot defend the walk.
That's been sort of the story of this World Cup, Gil. Other teams getting themselves in trouble. We saw Australia the other night. Chinese Taipei blowing a big lead in the 7th inning against Canada. Walks being the culprit. Swung on and missed. Strike 2.
top of the inning with 1 out. Here we go. We're back.
The Canadians with a runner at first base. We are coming back from about a 90-minute rain delay. Bessie Knowles is on the mound for the United States, and the situation is it's a 7-6 score. United States leading. We are in the top of the 6th inning with 1 out, 2 strikes on the batter. Wow, it is crazy. Hey, this is a big win for either team. The road to the gold will go a lot easier to the winner of this ball club. Bessie Knowles from Stanford on the mound. A grounder up the middle for a base hit, and the Canadians have 2 on. Kind of went off her glove a little bit, Gil. What did you see there?
Was it deflected?
Looked a little deflected, and it looked like, I don't know, it looked like Jade was kind of going one way, and then the ball ended up, up the middle.
You know, that's a funny thing. It's the second time that's happened this game. One of these times something's going to get through, and the shortstop's going to go ahead and be able to make a play.
1 out, 2 on, and not a must win, but let's call it a big win for the U.S. And that ball is way out of the strike zone for ball 1. High and away. Bessie Knowles on. We've been here for a long, long time. There's been this game was delayed for the start, and then we had a delay here in the end of the 5th inning. Way outside. 2 and 1.
No, they must have stopped it.
Grady Wall, the shortstop, batting for the Canadians. He's left-handed, and a big moment for her ball club. And the Canadians right now, they're down 1, but the momentum seems to be on their side. And these are not even close to the strike zone. And that has been the problem with the United States in their relief tonight. You know, you got to throw strikes. It's so important to throw the ball over the plate. Once again, we talked about it. You can't defend the walk.
No defending the walk.
Wall will take this strike. We are 3 and 2. Big pitch coming up for the United States and Bessie Knowles. In between rain delays, had chatted with some of the contingent from Australia. Nicest people on the earth. Such cool guys. Such cool girls. They're awesome.
It's that big catcher up, right?
No. It's Brady Walls, number 6, catcher on deck. No, I don't know. Jeez.
Either way, it doesn't matter. She's on base. Her base is loaded. Up by 1. Top of the 6. 1 out.
No umpire.
But you were correct on that one. That was the catcher, Stephanie Savo, who took the base on balls. My bad, my mistake. And we've got Kate Pasoda, the batter right now, in a big, huge bases loaded situation. And I'm holding hands with Tracy right now. We're just like freaking out. Oh my God. Strike called on the outside corner. Bases loaded. Canada in red. The United States in white. Bessie Knowles on the mound. Final game of pool play between these great rivals. I compare Team Canada and Team USA to the Red Sox and the Yankees.
Because that's all he knows.
No. Oh, look at this. Do you believe it? The attempt at second base, where she had no chance at the runner. Ball goes into short center field, run scores, and we are tied up at 7. Side of the batter, and boy, this is we're gonna have we've already had a few lead changes. This game's been tied a few times.
They're still doing this. Now they're sending the trainer out.
Yeah, the Canadians went out to a 3-0 lead. United States took a 5-3 lead. Canada came back. United States took the lead, and now the Canadians have tied it. Kate Posada, the batter, is the first baseman. One ball, one strike. We can't. It's hard to watch this. Big situation for the United States. You get them out here. You can prevent a run here. United States not in a bad spot. Outside.
Yeah, you're correct in that, because we are the home team. We do get a chance to answer back in the bottom of the inning.
And the United States hasn't had any problems with the Canadian pitching. We don't want this game to get away. And the Canadians have a chance to extend this lead. That ball is popped up towards the left side and out of play. 2-2. To the Canadian first baseman. You know, part of this game, I was doing the game with John Hudak, and now John is nowhere to be seen, and now I'm next to his wife. So that's how wacky Japan is. Just a crazy, wacky, nutty place.
John, okay.
Yeah. No, we're okay. I don't know. We're fine. That's way outside for ball 3, 3-2. There's birds flying around the ballpark. Japan will be playing a little bit later. 2 on, 1 out. Here's the pitch, ball 4. Man, oh man. Boy, oh boy, these walks really kill you in the United States. Are looking at a bases loaded situation. Tied at 7. 1 out here. In the top of the 6th inning. Game 3. We can't really speculate on bullpen action because there is a spot where they warm up, but we can't see it. It's kind of underneath the stadium. Megan Cornelson, the batter, inside, ball 1. Bessie knows on for the United States. Third pitcher for Team USA. The United States has a lot of options for pitching. She can't find the plate. There's many others. The shortstop can pitch. One ball, one strike. To the left fielder, Team Canada left fielder Megan Cornelson. Strike 2, 1-2. Tied at 7. And a huge at-bat here. And right now you're starting to feel that medal playoff atmosphere, World Cup atmosphere. We didn't have the first couple of games. We're feeling it now. It's pretty intense here in Japan.
Really? The pitcher's in motion here, and the umpire is giving timeout to the hitter at the last second.
Yep. Granted the time to Megan Cornelson.
We got a remedy for that back home as well.
Oh boy.
Let's not get into it though with bases loaded.
Yeah. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. A big strikeout. High fastball.
Woo!
Past Cornelson, and there's 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. 2 of the top teams in the world battling it out. Ashley Stevenson, the batter, third baseman for Canada. Bases plugged. Bessie Knowles in a tight situation. Working from the stretch. Inside ball 1. Crowd into this. Japan will play later. Off day tomorrow. It all begins again on Friday. As 4 teams will go for the gold. Here's the pitch. Strike on the inside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Stevenson, right-handed batter, slightly open stance. Weak ground to a third. Snyder to first. And that'll do it. We are tied as we head to the bottom of the 6th.
Wow, you got to be aware of your surroundings right there. You got to just tag that runner out.
Tamara Holmes steps in against Armstrong, takes ball 1 high. 7-7. Bottom of the 6th inning. A big game, a crucial game. The winner will have an easier time to the championship round. It's also, Gil, it's a momentum builder. Yeah, a loser of this game can come back and win the gold medal, but it's about momentum. And there's a slowly hit ground to the third, over to first, it's dug out, 1 down. Armstrong, Melissa Armstrong for the Canadians has come on and done a great job, a stellar job in relief for the Canadians. She's dealing right now. Sarah Hudak, the batter, takes high, ball 1. Hudak's had an amazing day. 3 hits, including a triple. A young 17-year-old from Texas, senior in high school, looking at a 1-0 count, or a 2-0. It's humid, there's no wind, the rain has stopped, and what a great job the ground crew did. Strike on the outside corner, 2 balls, 1 strike. We got a ball game, man. We got a barn burner here in Miyazaki, Japan. 3-1. Women's World Baseball Cup action. Shot into center field, and it is caught by Nikki Boyd. 2 down. Got a good piece, a little bit towards the end of the bat.
Number 16, left field, Congress announcer.
Now start it here. Samantha Cobb is hit by pitch. So the United States gets a runner on with 2 outs.
Number 7, number 15, shortstop.
Gortara's the batter.
Here we go now.
She bunted for a sacrifice that led to a United States run. Her last time up, she'll be hitting away now. She stands at the top of the batter's box, and in about 2 2/3 games, Jay's had a tremendous series. They're looking for a hit here. Takes the ball inside. Gutierrez, 16-year-old. Superstar to California. The shortstop for the United States in her first World Cup. Here with 2 on. She shows bunt. Here's the steal, and she is out by a mile. And you got to question that one. We're tied at 7 as we head to the 7th. Jennifer Gilroy, DH, steps in against Bessie Knowles. Top of the 7th, we're tied, and she pounds the strike zone. She pounds the strike zone on the first pitch. No balls, 1 strike. Just missed, 1-1.
Just missed.
The United States trying to stay aggressive on the bases, but that steal may have burnt them. Or should I say steal attempt? Counted 2-1. Rain coming down again, but it's a drizzle. Light rain. 3-1. Nose throws hard, but the most important thing right now is to throw strikes.
Just let her hit it. Oh, sorry. I became a fan for a second. Wow.
Ball thrown up around the neck area. Ball 4. Runner on first.
Hey, roll it up, let's go.
Number 4, right field, Oliver Mills.
The girl with a beautiful first name, Autumn Mills, batting with a runner on first. Nobody out here in the top of the 7th inning. This is the final inning. They play 7 innings. Big inning right here. And the Canadians getting the lead runner on. In the United States, just depending right now on Bessie Knowles. Bunt towards first base. It's a good one. The sacrifice goes down. Canadians have runner in scoring position with 1 out.
Batting number 9, number 17, center field, Veronica Boyd.
Nikki Boyd, center fielder, batting. And the Canadians will have a couple of shots here with a runner in scoring position. 7th and final inning. And a big at-bat here. USA, Canada. Ball is low, ball 1. Gutierrez momentarily holding the runner at second, back in her position. Strike on the inside corner, 1-1. The umbrellas are out. Rain's coming down. It's been off and on all day. We've had 2 rain delays. We've been out here for, I don't know, about 4 or 5 hours. 6 hours we've been out here. That ball is way high. 2-1.
It's almost 8 o'clock. We're looking at 7 hours. Going on 7 hours.
Yeah, this game was supposed to start at 1:30. There was a delay from there. Probably started around 3. We've been here for a long, long time. And a very, very competitive game between the United States and Canada. Women's World Cup 2014. Baseball at its best. Nose from the stretch. That's high. 3-1. 1 out. Runner at second. Nikki Boyd. The 9th batter in the lineup for the Canadians, standing in there, and she has the count in her favor. Shows bunt, that's high, ball 4.
You know, with 1 out here, that sets up the double play. Let's see if we can get a ground ball and get up to hit here.
Not the worst situation you have, of course, but they are sticking with Knowles here. Doesn't look like they're gonna, go to the bullpen. It's kind of gonna live or die here with Knowles. Top of the order, Nicole Luchansky, the second baseman for the Canadians, stands at the plate. Stands up in the box and takes strike 1. Kind of had a lot of fun the first couple of games, but right now it's all about baseball. It's very intense. This has the look of a medal game right now. We're at the end of pool play. Swung on and popped up in foul territory. And diving and not able to get it is Nicole Willis. Made a nice try.
You know, this is a Japanese big league stadium. That's why they have a lot of room to run back there.
Yeah, definitely a lot of room. A lot of foul territory. And Gil, this does have the feeling of World Cup competition right now.
We're definitely in the World Cup.
Time. I can feel the tension. Willis will go and talk to her pitcher.
It looks like Bessie's telling her, "What you talking about, Willis?"
Yep. Different strokes. Nicole Luchansky. Down in the count, 0-2. To USA pitcher, Bessie Knowles. Tall right-hander. Out of Stanford. Swung on and missed, strike 3. A big strikeout for Knowles. Man, a huge strikeout. Brady Wall, shortstop, steps up for the Canadians. Left-handed hitter. First and second. 2 outs. 2-1. For the team in red, Team Canada. Straight called on the outside corner, pounding the outside part of the plate with the number 1 fastball. Nicole Willis checks the dugout for the sign. That's outside. The pitching calls coming from the bench. We're going to stick with a fastball. That's my guess. Ball and a strike. 2 outs. Doesn't get it there. Close pitch. 2-1. Brady Wall standing in there. Knowles from the stretch. The pitch. Low and away. 3-1. Outfield at medium depth. Gutierrez checking the runner. Back into her position. There's a strike. We're 3-2 and a crucial pitch coming up for Bessie Knowles and the USA, who, if they can get this batter, will bat.
The runners will be moving on this
7th.
On this pitch.
Yep, they'll be moving here. From the stretch, runners off, ball 4. Bases loaded for the Canadians. And this may be, I don't think it may be, this is the best hitter on the Canadians team. Stephanie Savoya, the catcher, left-handed hitter. We have watched her before. We've seen her up close. And, you know, in this situation, the Canadians wouldn't want to have any other batter at the plate.
I think not.
This is the girl they want up at the plate right now.
Yeah, Jade did have the opportunity to face her in Maryland about a year ago. Struck her out a couple times. She just brought straight gas. There
It is
we go.
pumped up. It should end the inning. Snyder under it and makes the catch. We go to the bottom of the 7th, tied up. USA, Canada.
We're on.
Gutierrez
Running here.
leads it off. She's been a big impact player for the United States. She takes strike 1, a fastball in the inside corner delivered by Canadian pitcher Melissa Armstrong. 0-1 pitch coming. Inside, 1-1. Michelle Snyder on deck. Had a big hit her last at-bat. There's a big at-bat right now. Gutierrez has great speed. If we can get her on right now, we're in business. 2 balls, 1 strike. She has a great eye at the plate. Hands back. Inside, 3-1.
31. How far can you hit it, kid?
Hitters count for Jade.
She's been trained and conditioned to swing out of her shoes here.
17 going on 30. Strike.
She's going to want to see 2.
Base count full. 3-2. She'll be looking at a fastball. Armstrong delivers. It is popped towards right field.
In there.
Falls, and that's what the United States needed to do. She didn't get all of it, but she got what they needed. Luchansky tried to get back, but it fell between her and the right fielder. And Jade is a speedster. She's a steal threat. And that is the player you need to get on base to start this inning. Bottom of the 7th, the USA could end it right here. And what a big uplifting victory this would be. as the medal rounds get closer. Strike one to Michelle Snyder. Nicole Willis, the 9th batter, on deck. Throw to first. And that's gonna that may happen a few times. Jade's got great speed, but as far as stealing goes, Gil, right now, not a great field to steal on. It's been rained on. There's been a lot of sand thrown down. Sacrifice looks pretty good. Throw to first, gets Willis. Jade into second base in scoring position, representing the winning run for the United States.
I got to agree with that call there. You want to put that runner in a scoring position with one out, and a base hit anywhere on that grass over there is going to score the run. And it looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter. Number 23, Kendall Dawson, out of the University of Alabama.
Kendall caught yesterday. She's a catcher.
Number 23. Center.
She takes ball one. Dawson, number 23, standing in there. 1-0 count is low. 2-0. Hitters count. United States looking to end it. Right here in the bottom of the 7th inning. This is their 3rd game. Both teams undefeated going into this one. Fake towards second. Jade gets back. Great situation for the U.S. Strike, a fastball down the middle, 2-1. United States looking to win their first gold medal since 2006. They've been shut out of the gold the last 3 World Cups by Japan. Down the line they will face the Japanese, who look every bit as good as they have in the last few of these. They look great. United States needs this win. Got to keep things going. The Canadians coming off a walk-off, a big comeback against Chinese Taipei yesterday. Three-one count. Strike. Three and two. Dawson the batter. Rotara's at second base. A base hit. Good score, and that's foul back.
Get that up there, kid.
Dara Harbert swinging a bat on deck. The pitch is grounder into right field.
No one there.
Gutierrez moves up to third. A shot between first and second. And the United States getting closer to their 3rd victory as their leadoff hitter, Dara Harbert, will come to the plate, and we'll see what the options are. There may be a pinch runner or not. What do we got, Gil?
I think you have to put Whitmore over there at first base to stay out of that, to give you the best chance to stay out of the double
Well,
play.
Gil called it before Whitmore started running out of the dugout, and that's exactly what she's doing.
Jade's been in this situation a lot of times, and I mean a lot of times, meaning I can't even count how many times we won a ball game by squeeze play here at home plate. You have the best bunter that the USA team has ever seen at bat right now. I'm looking to squeeze her home
Would
here.
it be the suicide squeeze, or would it be more of a safety squeeze?
It would be more of just a nice squeeze, a safety squeeze, bunter home. No need to suicide squeeze here. Make that pitcher move.
First and third, you've got a great buncher at the plate. You've got great speed at third base. Runners at first and third for the United States, who are trying their best to put Canada away in a topsy-turvy, up and down, wacky, wild Canadian-USA World Cup women's match here. It's been awesome. There's been rain delays. We've had it all. Now, an outfielder has come into play. The center fielder's come into play up the middle.
Looks like they're trying to defend
1, 2, 3. You've got 5 infielders and 2 outfielders, and I like this move by Canada.
Right.
It's a good move. I'd almost put the third baseman in a little closer.
Whitmore's on second now. Double play is out of the question.
Harbert showed bunt. We've got runners at second and third now. 5 infielders, not including the pitcher, for the Canadians. 2 outfielders. United States looking to end it. Here's the pitch. Wide and high. 2-0. I'll check that. 1-1.
I kind of agree with this move by Canada to go ahead and walk the best bunter and set up the force out at every base.
That's a tough call. I'd have everybody in. I'd throw a Harden in. They're not walking her. But
They're
maybe
going
one
to
of
walk
those
her. It's one out. It's one out. You got to set up the double play and a force out at home plate.
I mean, they're walking her. They're not showing an intentional walk, but they're not giving her anything right now.
Right.
They're pitching her like she's Barry Bonds right now.
Barry Bonds.
Yeah. Catcher lined up outside, and it is away. We're at 3-1. 3 balls and 1 strike. United States second and third. It's USA and Canada. It is the Bruins and the Canadians. It is USA and Canada World Cup Women's Baseball. Here's the pitch. Stroke. Ball game. And the United States wins it. Didn't quite get to right field, but it got the job done. And Harvard wins it for the US of A. And they are now 3 for 3. A huge 8-7 win over the Canadians. We were looking bunt. The Canadians were looking bunt. Tara swung away, hit the ball between first and second, got the job done, and the USA has something to celebrate. They've got a break tomorrow, and they've got to be feeling good as they head towards the medal rounds. USA victorious in Game 3 of the Women's World Cup. Bessie knows the winner. Winning pitcher. Both teams congratulating each other. Awesome win for USA in a wild, topsy-turvy women's baseball game. Gil, kind of worked out great for them, huh?
Nice game.
8-7. Team USA won. Thank you, everybody.
I'm telling you, that was a big game. The United States needed that game. Canada will advance. It's not over for Canada. But the United States right now in a better position to get to that championship game. That's the goal, to get to the championship game and win it. USA, Japan will be happening later in the week. Possibly this weekend. It was awesome.
What a game to finish on there.
Awesome, baby. USA victorious.
They're playing that Japan game tonight.
Good. Oh, yeah.